Marco Rubio says the War Powers Act is unconstitutional. Hi, I'm Mark, and this is Marxisms. That is funny. And what's funny about it is the War Powers Act. I agree with him. That's the crazy thing about this is I agree with him 100% that the War Powers Act is unconstitutional. It's extra constitutional, is what it actually is, because presidents have not wanted to wait for Congress to declare war or whatever, or give their consent, which is basically what the Constitution says, that the Congress has to give consent to for the United States to go to war. so so now he's saying that it's unconstitutional, and it interferes with executive power. But here's the problem: the War Powers Act, like I said, is extra constitutional. The Constitution gives the power to declare war or go to war with the Congress, and the president didn't really have any power in that respect under the Constitution at all without the War Powers Act. It seems to me that a warmonger like Marco Rubio, chicken hawk Marco Rubio, would want to have the War Powers Act because it gives the president the ability to go to war and then later ask Congress. But he's saying that every president has said it's unconstitutional. So if that's unconstitutional, which I agree, it's or at least extra constitutional, which extra constitutional doesn't necessarily mean unconstitutional. Our Constitution was set up, and I know conservatives don't want to believe this; they want to be constructionists or originalists. But the intention, I'm an originalist because the intention of the Constitution was to change with the times and with the people. Why should we live under 1770 or 1789 rules? Or whatever. What year was that? 89 or 98? I can't remember now. Getting old. But no one should. They never intended that. They never intended that yes, people 200 years from now should abide by these things, even though their values might have changed. And if you that's the problem. Values have changed. It's like. Some values have changed for the better. I hate to tell you, we don't have slavery anymore. Unfortunately, we still have racism, but hopefully we're working on it. I thought we'd gone further than we had, but whatever. So, but anyway, this just boggles my mind. I read this morning and I'm just going, he couldn't possibly feel the same way I do about the War Powers Act. But he has the opposite spin on it, which is hilarious because the War Powers Act gives the president power that the Constitution does not give him. And now Rubio is saying that it's unconstitutional to even have any kind of constraint on him. The whole idea of checks and balances is that you don't have a madman go amok, like this guy. So you don't have some guy tearing down the east wing of the White House on his own without people asking. I mean, it's a major thing, but it's a minor thing. And, I'm not losing too much sleep over it. I think it's horrible, but I was dumbfounded by this, Mr. Rubio. This is crazy shit. That's all I got to say. That makes no sense at all. Talk about spin. Wow. That's a twist. Peace.